Let's slow down, take our time, and really observe everything that's happening around us. We'll let our curiosity and wonder guide us as we explore the natural world. Remember, nature is calling. Are you listening? Have you ever looked up at the sky and asked yourself, why does the moon look different every night? Sometimes it's a big circle, and other times it's just a little sliver. And why does it sometimes seem to disappear altogether? Today, we're going to figure out why the moon changes its shape and what it's up to when we can't see it. In order to understand what's going on, the first thing we need to know is that the moon doesn't actually make its own light like the sun does. What it does is reflect sunlight. It's like when you shine a flashlight on something shiny and it bounces off. Let me show you. If you'd like to do this next part with me, pause the video and grab a flashlight and a mirror. Let's go ahead and turn our flashlight on and point it at the mirror and see what happens. What do you notice? I see the light bouncing off and reflecting back at me. And that's exactly what happens with the moon. The moon doesn't have its own light, so it's the sun's light that is bouncing off the moon, reflecting off of the moon and back at us. And that's why it appears that the moon is giving us light at night, but it's really coming from the sun, just like we're seeing here with our flashlight. Our flashlight is shining at the mirror. I'm not pointing it at myself, but there's still light on me because it's reflecting, it's bouncing off at me. Pretty cool, huh? Now here's the big question. Why does the moon not always look like a full circle? Why does it sometimes look like a crescent or a banana shape? And why are there times when we can't see the moon at all? Let's investigate. I have a fun experiment to try, and you can do it right along with me. We'll need a few simple things to help us figure it out. Here's what you'll need. A light source, I'll be using a lamp, a small ball, a styrofoam ball works really well for this, and a pencil. You're going to take the styrofoam ball and place it on the pencil to hold it in place. This is a good point to stop the video to get the materials if you plan on joining along. Now that we have our ball and our light, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna place the light source on one side of the room and then step back and give yourself a little space. That light is gonna represent the sun. Our ball is gonna represent the moon. And then our bodies will represent the earth. You'll need to make sure you're in a dark room and that you have your light source turned on. Next, stand directly in front of the light, holding your moon ball straight out in front of you. You'll want to make sure that you hold the ball slightly above your head so that you don't block any of the light as you turn. Now, slowly spin in a circle while holding your moon ball. We're going to turn counterclockwise, which is to your left, just like the moon moving around the earth. As you rotate, watch the light and shadow on your ball. Move nice and slow as you turn so you can notice how the light changes. You can even stop in a few different spots to observe more closely. When you're facing completely away from the light, remember to make sure the ball is above your head. Otherwise, you'll accidentally create an eclipse. If your body blocks the light from reaching the ball, you're making Earth's shadow fall on the moon, and that's called a lunar eclipse. So what do you notice? Take your time and feel free to pause the video as you watch how the light and shadow change on your moon ball. Here's what's happening. As the moon moves around the Earth, we see different parts of it lit up by the sun. The moon is always half lit by the sun, but from Earth, we don't always see the same part of that lit half. That's why the moon looks different throughout the month. If you watch the moon night after night, you'll notice that its shape slowly changes. It grows, then shrinks, and then grows again. That change keeps happening over and over. After a while, those changes start to feel familiar, and sometimes when we start noticing patterns, it makes us curious. We might start to wonder, why does the moon sometimes look round, and other times just like a tiny little sliver? Scientists noticed this pattern too, so they gave names to the different shapes that we see. When we can't see the moon at all, that's called the new moon. It's when the side facing us is dark. Then a thin curved sliver of light appears. That's the crescent moon. As more of it lights up, we see the first quarter moon. That's when the moon looks like a half circle in the sky, with one side bright and one side dark. Then it grows even bigger into a gibbous moon. And finally, when the whole face is bright and round, that's the full moon. After that, it slowly shrinks again and the pattern repeats. I'm wondering, how might the moon look from far away? If we were out in space, would we see the same shapes? And I wonder, what other slow changes happen in the sky? What other patterns could we discover just by paying attention? Now here's a little challenge for you. Tonight, or the next time you can see the moon, take a moment to notice what phase it's in. Is it a tiny sliver, or a big glowing circle, or something in between? Maybe draw what you see, and keep track of the moon over the next few days. Watch how it changes. You might start to notice its pattern for yourself. So, next time you step outside, at night or even during the day, take a moment to look up. The moon is always up there, moving, changing, doing its quiet work in the sky. And I bet if you really pay attention, you'll notice things you've never seen before. So take your time, look closely, and see what you can discover. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to keep exploring with us.